let's make an Easter table. So cute. This is such a good, delicate color palette. I'm gonna start with these gorgeous flowers. These are palms mixed with some beautiful green roses. So what I've done so far, I've got some water in here. And you know me, the first thing I do whenever I have flowers is get the flower food. In goes the flower food. And then because we're outside, I'm keeping everything in the basket so I can just have an easier cleanup. We're gonna start making this gorgeous centerpiece. Right now, I am loving palms. These, the coloring of these, the lime green pop, it is so exquisite. And you can get extra big palms too. Like I've seen some that are like this big. They are glorious when you add them to your bouquet. Absolutely gorge. Gorge. Okay, let's keep on going. So I think it's perfect because, you know, last Sunday was Palm Sunday and these are so appropriate for Easter. So that will be wonderful.
I love how the birds have joined the party out here.
Yeah. Palms have the kind of leaves on them that get really muggy and just muddy. So I like to tear all of these leaves off because they're flimsy. They're just gonna inhibit the actual blooms from absorbing the water. So I take all those leaves off. Gosh, okay, this might be an unpopular opinion, but for roses, I kind of just like the look of a white rose. What do you think, Mom? Do you agree?
I do. I prefer white because they're classic, they're elegant.
Me too. Some roses are pretty with color, but some just don't look like they look too fake sometimes. My mom's behind the camera, by the way. She's gracing us with her presence today. This is so pretty. Is this eucalyptus?
It almost looks like fig.
But you're right.
I don't know if it is, but it looks
Because
like
you know
fig.
what it reminds me of is the creeping fig that grows on the front of like houses. This reminds me of the Palm Sunday processional we had at church with all the kids just going down the aisle. It was so
And
cute.
what would be so tragic is after Palm Sunday, you see all the palms in the trash, and I would go gather them and literally pull them out of the trash.
But the only redeeming factor about that is that the palms from the previous Palm Sunday are burned and used for the next Ash Wednesday to put the ashes on your face
I did not know that.
when they do the imposition of the ashes. So that's kind of like the redeeming thing that like, oh, you know, we do ask, at least at our church, we ask for them to return the palm branches after service. So
And don't worry, if they don't, I will get them out of the trash.
Yeah. Y'all think she's kidding. She's not. I love this color roses and the palms.
She is beautiful.
I just love these palms. There's a bee. He came really close to me. Another thing I will say is when you have vases that have a wider opening like this, if you don't have a ton of flowers like this, I would do a taped grid on this because it helps it like be more organized. It helps keep all of your flowers in place. So
Look at these roses, have the cutest personality.
I know. I know. They have like the ruffly edges of their leaf.
They have their blush on.
They have their blush on.
Yes.
They're southern roses. Oh, this is just... Okay, am I the only crazy person who is loving just a very minimalist color bouquet? Why do I love this so much? There's not even any pink.
Except for the blush on the roses. They're
Okay,
blushing.
that's true.
You might not even need to cut it.
I just barely.
A little bit more. There you go. Just a...
I got you. The one behind the camera, ironically, is the one who taught me how to make bouquets.
Which just means I didn't know what I was doing. It's all a guessing game.
It really kind of is, though.
It's what you love.
Yeah. Like, you know when you're done. That's a tall one.
My suggestion would be
Hit me.
put all the palms together, like so you have like-minded.
I kind of have. Like, they're kind of toward the middle.
I prefer them all grouped together.
Oh, all together. So, like, all here.
On one side. Yep.
Okay.
I've done it wrong enough times.
Okay, so now I want to let all these, like, shorter roses really shine. These are going to open up, these hydrangeas. So I'm going to let them fill this space back in here.
Rather than have them all over the place,
Yeah.
they lose the impact. You want an impact with those. That's why I did them like that.
Yes.
See what I mean?
Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
Kind of looks like a feather in the cap.
Yeah, and these are gorgeous. They get lost. So let's move her. I'm not
Mom's
on-
editing my work.
No, I'm not. But see, you weren't behind the camera.
But this is how I learn.
Right, but you weren't behind the camera.
I know, but still, this is
So
how I learn.
We want to show her off.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
kind of like the girl that comes in the prettiest dress, but she doesn't think she's pretty. But you want to show her off.
Yeah, girl! That's it, baby. These roses are just exquisite.
If roses had a personality, we'd want to be best friends.
That's like amazing.
So, Mother's edits are added. What I did is I lined this picnic basket with the tissue paper that the flowers came wrapped in so that my cleanup is so easy. And I just put everything in the tissue paper. And then I can just wrap it up and dispose of it. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. So here's a little trick. If your placemats are too big for the table, you can make them touch and then just put your centerpiece on top of them. So since we're outside, I have some melamime plates and I adore these plates. I got pink, a mixture of pink and blue, and pink and white napkins. Okay, so something fun to do with napkins is to fold them just in half and make them visible at the bottom coming out from underneath the plate. It's a cute little 3D touch. This thing is super handy. Mom, what is this called?
Caddy.
It's a caddy. Okay, it's a silverware caddy. Thank you. I couldn't get the words out. But it's awesome for stuff like this because in one, come closer and you can show the compartments it has. You can put silverware in one compartment.
You can put condiments like mustard for if you're
Yeah,
cooking out, mustard, ketchup, little mayonnaise bottles.
This thing is amazing. And then what is, this is a little server.
That's a little server.
Yeah, so
Because we have those in the South.
these caddies are so cute. Okay, I think we're just gonna do forks and knives, right? Okay, this is a fun little touch that we had the idea to do. This is a silver bowl. We got it in an estate sale. And these are the Cadbury mini eggs.
Fill it up.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you have to stick one in your mouth.
So cute and thin.
Candle hurricanes.
I just like having them on either side, especially as the sun sets. It's such a nice touch. The deer party of 6 is behind me. Mom has like this very brazen group of deer that come out to her backyard every night at this time. Yeah, I hear them. But they're not gonna come out if they see us. All right, what else? You hear him? My goal is to get the deer to come up to me and eat out of my hand. That is my goal, and Mom is rolling her eyes at me, but I will get this to happen. I need to light the candles. The birds, they're so glorious. Tweet! This is the best time to eat outside. It's like within an hour of sunset, because the longer the meal goes on, you have wonderful sparkling conversation. Your candles go from not really noticeable to like, huh, there's these beautiful candles in front of me as the sun goes down. And I think that's a really sweet touch. And there you have it. Our alfresco Easter dinner table is complete. It makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, I love all the colors. I didn't want to be too overt with any color because I feel like it's so played out to be like pastel colors. This is such a good, delicate color palette. I love it.
Tell us about your dress.
Oh, it's from Ginger Howard in Atlanta, designed by the woman who designed the dress I got engaged in, Gretchen Scott. Oh my gosh, all of her designs are incredible. So this is a Gretchen Scott designed dress. I got it at Ginger Howard. And if you're local to Atlanta, Ginger Howard has like all the brands that I'm always talking about. So if you ever want to go try on to figure out what size you want, go to Ginger Howard. She's amazing. Oh, and it has pockets. So that's my Easter table, y'all. I hope you have enjoyed it.